This is the step-by-step video guide from Affordable Interior Design Miami on how to create 3D virtual renderings of interior spaces and virtual home tours for your clients. So who do 3D renderings benefit? They benefit a wide range of people and spanning across a lot of different career fields. First and foremost, interior designers, architects, decorators, people who need to get their point across or sell a design or what's in their head, custom builders, fabricators, people who make custom furniture like tables, for instance, realtors, so you don't have to go on endless meetings and you can show the property without being there, rental property owners. This helps to secure commercial investments for designs and also just helps anyone in general who is decorating. And beyond that, it can help anybody who's buying furniture to ensure that it fits inside your space.
Services that are virtual, it's like super important. I have been, coding and doing these things since I was 11 years old. I absolutely love computers and I love everything virtual. As you can see, I'm a bit of a nerd, but anyway, it's super important. Everything I do, every income I make, every customer I reach is online. If you guys are feeling stuck or need some help, you can post a comment and I will definitely answer any questions you guys have. Also, if you can just throw your hands in the air, I don't like Sarah, I can't do it, you do it. This is actually going to be a new virtual service that I'm offering on my website, and I'm going to post that right here, affordable-interior-design.
So hopefully by now you understand how important having virtual services are. So let's go ahead and get started. If you already have your floor plans, you can just directly upload them into the app. But if you don't have them and you don't have a measuring tape, you can download the Cam to Plan app. It uses augmented reality. You simply click on each corner of the areas of the walls, and when you bring the points together, it generates a basic image that you can upload into those two apps I mentioned. Once you have your floor plan, let's get started. This is Sarah Tate, Interior Design, and you're watching my step-by-step guide on how to create 3D rendering images and virtual interior tours. In my example, I'm going to use an iPad and an app called Interior Design by Black Manna. However, that company also owns another app called TapGlance, and that's available across every type of smartphone and tablet device. And finally, you will need a digital copy of your floor plan. Enter the first phase, which is called Layout Mode. This is where you will create the shape for your floor plan. Once you've added a new plan, in the top left menu, hit the double cubes. Use the two ends of the laser to designate scale. Since I know that the longest part of my balcony is 11 feet 6 inches, I'll just go ahead and type that in. Once you have your scale down, you're going to add your interior rooms. Using the menu, Add a Room button, go through the drop-down list, and check off all of the rooms seen in your floor plan. Next, you're going to take those rooms and trace them over your floor plan, first assuming that all the edges are a perfect square, which they're not. So now you're going to align all your edges of the rooms based on the floor plan, and remember, this is just assuming that it's all a perfect square, which, again, they're not. But placing them in a square formation is the first step to make sure all the edges connect. Now, how to shape the rooms that are obviously not a perfect square, because most aren't. Click on the room in question and go ahead and double tap that green dot, which will make a new measurement. And once you've made that new measurement, take the gray dot and drag it to the left or right to the nearest wall's edge. Drag the green dot up or down to make that formation true to your room. So here's what to do if your floor plan has a partial wall. You can see in the floor plan that partial wall on the right. Go ahead and zoom into the room, double tap on that green dot to make a new measurement. Zoom in and drag the gray dot to highlight your partial wall. So if this leaves you with any empty space, just go ahead and fill it with a new room. Don't worry about the walls, we can hide them in the next step. Once you've traced your floor plan, you're ready to go to phase 2, Interior. As you can see right there, the wall is hidden. There's a break in the wall. Since I made my measurements accordingly, I can go ahead and click on the wall and it knows that I'm just designating that one little portion right there. Go ahead and hit the I button with the line through it, and that will hide it. Go ahead and repeat this step for all the walls that don't actually exist, and also add your doors, rotate them, and add your windows. The next step, 5, enter the third and final phase, 3D. 3D has two parts, dollhouse and walkthrough mode. First is dollhouse, and this is where you're going to make all your little adjustments, like your flooring and your paint colors. The next is walkthrough, and this is the first person view. You angle this for your 3D rendering pictures and also to change the environment. We'll start with flooring. So I find the flooring inventory in interior design by Black Manna has a lot to choose from. I'm just going to go ahead and use wood as an example. Go ahead and click on a flooring swatch and drag it into the room to fill the space. Once you've done that, go ahead and add a paint color. So there's two ways to do this. Use the inventory or make your own. So in this example, I'm going to show you how to use the inventory. Go ahead and hit paint. I'm going to click neutrals and drag a color to the corner of the room to paint the entire room. If you are discovering that you can't locate the color you're looking for, go back, hit user materials in the paintbrush menu. Up at the top, hit color. At the bottom, hit add a color. And locate the base of the color. So most cool tones are blues and purples, most warms are oranges and yellows. Once you've found your base, go ahead and lighten it up, hit done, and save your color. Once you've chosen your flooring and your paint color, you're going to go ahead and choose your environment, which is outside the windows. You can only do this in walkthrough mode. So if the house faces a backyard, an ocean, a city view, go ahead and adjust that so your renderings look more realistic. Once you're ready to render, go ahead and hit that diamond up at the top left. And before you take your interior rendering picture, you're going to need to make a camera angle viewpoint. And you can do so using the controls on the lower right to adjust that viewpoint, left, right, up, or down. When you're ready and you found the camera angle that you like, that's when you can go ahead, freeze frame it, and click the diamond to make your rendering. There's two ways to make a rendering, free or paid. To make a free low resolution 3D rendering, click screenshot. To make a paid ultra high resolution 3D rendering, click render. You can also take a free picture by simply taking a screenshot from your device. To take a screenshot from an aerial point of view, simply go back to dollhouse mode and screenshot. So here's an example of the final result, and I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to turn it into a virtual tour. Low resolution rendering, there's no light in the windows and no artificial light sources like lamps. Here's an example of a paid high resolution. As you can see, there's interior light sources and daylight. So let's go ahead and recap step by step. Phase 1, layout. Phase 2, interior. Phase 3, part A, dollhouse. Phase 3, part B, walkthrough. To create a virtual tour for a client, save your rendering as a panorama. This is what the finished result will look like. Go to roundme.com for free and click Create Tour to upload your panoramic image. This will create a virtual tour that you can send to your clients using a simple URL. Why are virtual tours important? Well, first, if you are a decorator or a designer, architect, you can sell your idea or design proposal to your client. Also, it allows the client to really be inside the space and turn the cameras and feel the room. It's the best possible way next to being there. And for realtors especially, because you do the work once and you can show that property to as many people as you want without actually having to be there. So show endless amount of properties to endless amount of people and just do the work once. A lot less work for you. Help your friends in their industry and also save this video for yourself by sharing it. I really hope you guys learned something today, and also you can visit more on my website and download my first book, Home Hacks, on May 1st, 2020. Please remember to share this to your social network, you guys, especially now that more of our industries turn virtual. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.